control. Alpha team.
Hey guys,
Capture
I
and
have a
defend,
Destiny
Guardians.
gameplay for you here today. I've really been enjoying playing Destiny a lot more, and the reason for that is what I'm going to talk about here today is if the Destiny multiplayer is unfair or not. And
Enemy captured
the
zone B.
reason I
Enemy
say
captured
unfair is
zone C.
because
Zone A
you got people that are like
secure.
level 3 and to like 8, and that's people that are like level 25 and 31 and 32. And the reason, like, I know there's that like whole thing where it's like they cap the damage and everything, but it still makes a difference with the guns because they actually do more damage. I know that they like cap them to some degree, but when I was level 10 and level 8 and I tried to play Destiny PvP, I mean, you just can't do it as a low level, you know. You don't know everything that all the other guys know. So it does come down a bit to player skill, but a lot of it is your weapons are just awful. Like, if you're trying to run around a map with a level 1 white weapon, a common weapon, versus run around the map with a maxed level legendary weapon, I mean, you're going to feel much more comfortable using a legendary weapon. You're going to have much more confidence because you know it has all the damage behind it. The damage and all the perks it has. I mean, not only that, but legendary weapons get like 5 times the upgrades that other weapons do. Like, if you have a common weapon or even an uncommon weapon, you get maybe 1 or 2 upgrades. You know, every weapon has the sight upgrades, and uncommon weapons you can upgrade the damage once. But with legendary weapons, there's like 5 damage upgrades. There's upgrades to find more ammo. Your gun does more damage while aiming down sights. It's more
Zone
accurate
B
firing from the hip.
neutralized.
There's just so many upgrades that these guns can have. But when you have
Zone B
uncommon
secure.
weapons, you simply can't have that. So, lower level people really are at a big disadvantage when it comes to playing
Zone A
PvP in
lost.
Destiny. What I did, because I read a bunch of forums, because it was just pissing me off that I was doing so freaking awful. Like, I had games where I would go like 9 kills
Captured
and like 50
zone A.
deaths. It was insane. So what
You're
I
in the
did
lead.
is I ultimately decided that I'm going to take a break from the PvP and go and play the single player
Lost the
campaign.
lead.
Not so much the single player, but the campaign, and do strikes. And by doing that, I've been able to get better weapons and better gear. And the biggest thing about the better gear is they have a lot of
Zone B
perks. Like,
lost. Heavy ammo on
it
the way.
takes more damage first off, so you can survive more shots. And
Gains the lead.
they have a bunch of upgrades. Like, they have gear that,
Heavy
you know, you
ammo
punch faster, you
available.
can throw your grenades
Falling
faster.
behind.
I
Enemy
mean,
captured
getting a
zone
kill with a
B.
grenade
Zone C
restores your
neutralized.
melee attack. Getting a kill with your melee attack restores your grenade
Zone C
attack. So, you know,
captured. You're in the lead.
there's a lot of upgrades that you get with the higher level
Zone
armor
A
than
lost.
you don't get with any common armor, even
Enemy
uncommon
captured
armor. I mean,
zone
like,
A.
yeah, they might have like a defense
Lost
upgrade,
the
but
lead.
you know that's not really going to do much when your defense is only 81 compared to a piece of
Gains
armor
the
with a
lead.
defense of 400. So, I mean, since playing the campaign and just doing strikes,
Zone B
I've been able to come
neutralized.
on Destiny Online and actually be able to do good. It's a lot more enjoyable.
Zone
And
B
another big
secure.
thing about it is when you play the single player campaign, as the enemies get harder, you learn better ways to evade dying and better ways to like you learn better
Zone
ways to
A
flank people,
neutralized.
ways to get the upper hand in a fight. Like, I've only used the Titan so far. I mean, I think once I max out my Titan, I'm gonna go to a Warlock, and after that to a Hunter, or maybe I'm gonna do a Hunter first, then a Warlock. Not quite sure, but I'm planning on having one of each character next. But I've seen that the Titan, from what I've been from playing
Zone
everything,
B lost.
people that use the
Zone A
Titan, I feel
lost.
like are able to avoid getting killed easier because of the
Enemy
lift
captured
ability.
Zone A.
I think Warlocks have a double jump, and I have no
Zone
clue what
B
Hunters have.
secure.
But with the Titans, they have the lift ability, so you know you double tap X, and what I just did there is you just float up in the air, And with that, you know, if you're getting shot, you'd float up in the air and float backwards. And when you go up, they kind of lose sight of you. So you can keep firing on them, but they kind of lose sight of you for a second. So you get the upper hand there for another little bit. And it's all ways to learn how to do that. And another big thing is all the upgrades you get with your class through the XP. Like, when I first started, my super was just plain awful. I mean, like, I would use it, and the only way I could get a kill is if the person was like right next to me, if I used it. So you know, you're playing control. It's a great thing to use because you just run up on an objective the enemy's taking and just slam your L2 and R2, your back bumpers, and he goes right onto the control that everybody's on. But upgrade that you get for the Fist of, not the Fist of Fury. Yeah, I think it is the Fist of Fury. For the Titans is after you use that, there's a ring of damage that it leaves behind, and it pulsates and just keeps dealing out damage. So you know, if you use it and like someone's smart enough to just back up real quick and dodge it, and then they come back up to keep capturing the objective. Right here, you see how it's you can't see how it's sending out. Right there, you probably could have got a glimpse of how it's sending out all the pulses. And those pulses you just saw right there, that was the leftover of my Fist of Fury. But sorry guys, I'm still dealing with the sickness. But you know, if they're smart enough to like back up for quick secs, they're out of your range. But then they want to back up to keep capturing the objective. You know, you have that there to kill them, so that's a real help. And that also goes with their grenade. They have many versions of the grenade. The first version is just a simple grenade. You know, you throw it, explodes, and yeah, woohoo, fun. And then they have the one that I like to use, which is where you throw it and leaves behind a field that pulsates. And they have a lightning grenade, which I'm not a big fan of. You throw it and it just keeps throwing lightning everywhere. But that's all those upgrades help. But one thing you really have to focus on, as I talked about earlier, is getting better gear. And from what I've seen, the best way to get better gear is either playing in the Crucible. Well, once you get to a higher level, playing in the Crucible, or doing strikes, because strikes are a big way to get gear. Almost every strike, if not every strike, is going to award you some new gear. Sorry, I had a cough. And once you get to like level 22, you know, you can have your level 30 friends come on in with you and just do level like 24 strikes, level 26 strikes. And then what they can eventually do for you is once you hit like level 23 or 24, I think is the first level you can do it, is you can do the Vault of Glass, which is I haven't been able to do it yet because I was with a bunch of people. We're gonna do the Vault of Glass, but I was only level 22. I need to like 3 more light to be level 24, level 23, and they just started the raid without me, so I never did the Vault of Glass. But I think this weekend I'm gonna try and get some people together and do it again. But, well, now I'm 24, so I can do it by myself, but I'm not gonna do a level 26 strike as myself as a level 24. But a good thing about most other strikes is not with the Vault of Glass. The Vault of Glass, you have to get your own people, but any other strike really, you just join it and it gives you people. So you know, you don't have to worry about having all your friends to help you. They give you some people, and it's actually a lot of fun to play with the other people. So you know, give that a try. Try playing single player a bit more, level up your character, and then when you get those confidence, those better weapons, you can really go on Destiny PvP and really get a lot of fun out of it. See you guys later.